Hi, welcome. We're the Weasley sisters. This is episode 127. I'm Naturally Nitty, aka Jessica.
And I'm Allena, aka Star Knits. This is our weekly podcast. If this is your first time watching, welcome. If you're a returning listener, thanks for coming back. Or watcher, actually. Today is November 6th. We are very late.
We are. We've been... whatever. We're going to do a planning podcast first, and then kind of catch up. Or Allena will catch up, because I haven't really done much.
I haven't done much either.
Okay. So that's okay. Alright, so... moving along.
So, advanced studies. Everything's due at the end of the month.
It's crazy that this is the last month of term.
Yes. And
went by fast.
I'm not sure I'm going to finish.
How are you doing on that?
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm working on it, but I really don't think it will.
So, order missions, you can start handing them in already till the 16th is the last day to turn it in.
Yes.
I have not been doing any Quidditch. I feel horrible, but I just haven't.
I did like the first one, but I generally only do the first ones.
I usually do everything I can. I've just been out of it, but that's okay.
Okay.
Oh, is there a headmistress challenge?
Yes.
I haven't even looked at it.
She wants you to take a hike and craft something that you was inspired by your hike and turn it in by November 23rd. And by craft, she means craft, not just knit or crochet.
Ooh, so you can do anything.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright. I'm going to apologize ahead of time. I still haven't read the classes and it's 6 days into the month. Anyways, so arithmancy. Craft something to help you honor the good qualities of number 8. Efficiency, power, strength, and respect. Non-RAV crafts are accepted. However, prior approval needs to be sought out by the 21st. So it's like 2 more weeks.
I already sought approval for this.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said, okay. I'm in a pissy mood, so take this with a grain of salt. So you have to seek approval. Fine. So I put in my thing, I want approval to sell bags because I have an event coming up.
Yeah.
And to be efficient, which is part of the number 8 thing, I cut all the fabrics and I sew all the fabrics together as one thread color. I do it in colors.
Right.
So to be efficient, so I'm not just sewing one bag at a time, I'm doing a bunch.
That is more efficient. Assembly line.
At a time if you want. So I put all my reasoning for wanting approval in there, and then the reply I got, which is fine, I mean, like I said, I'm in a pissy mood, was just stress how efficient your sewing is, or how efficient these bags make other crafters. And I was like, I thought I just did that.
Well, maybe they're just reminding you to put that in the turn-in. Well, I know, but they sometimes...
yeah, but I've just kind of, whatever.
Make sure that everyone reading it sees that, too.
I suppose. But I don't know. This is just me being pissy because I am pissy. So.
Are you going to lay down? Then lay down.
So, yeah. But that's just it. I don't know. I mean, I totally understand it and all, but at the same time, I had to jump through these hoops to get approval. I don't know. To me, it seemed like they didn't actually read what I wrote.
Oh.
that they just said, be efficient in your turn-in. So, yeah. But anyways, I'm sewing bags for that because this month is all about sewing.
That's cool.
So,
I have no idea what I'm going to do. Or if... I'll say this. Trubin asked for he asked for these, like, for the last 3 years now, in fall, wintertime, mittens that have a flap. He needs new ones. So I have to fit those in somewhere in one of the classes. So that's like the only thing I really need to do. Is that sad?
no, because I'm not even planning any knitting or crochet. Though I did start a square.
That and my newt, but that's okay. Anyways.
Anyway, so please forgive my being pissy. I totally understand it all. I feel bad now that I said anything, but I am just pissy right now.
You're funny.
Okay, so next up we have astronomy. Your assignment for this month will be to investigate a witch or wizard who is named after something astronomical. You are not limited to the Black family, and you should name your witch or wizard and the cosmological event or object they are named after. There are 2 crafting options. Option 1, craft something that can be associated with the witch and wizard you studied. Or option 2, make something inspired by the celestial object that witch or wizard is named after.
Okay.
So, there was a story about all the Blacks being, like, named. Yeah.
That's cool. So you just have to do a little name research.
Yeah, and they have a
Fit
link
your stuff
in their
in.
header.
Okay, cool.
That I just didn't copy it and paste it. So,
Totally fine.
nothing for that class. Like I said, I'm just basically sewing. Like, the only classes that I really truly read were the non-Ravelry Craft Acceptance for this month, so yeah.
That's alright. Alright, should we move on?
Yes.
Alright, charms is craft something you've forgotten about. For example, it could be a pattern you've forgotten about, or forgot existed, some fiber that escaped your mind, or a technique that you failed to recall. As long as there's something you've forgotten. So that's kind of cool. You can even, like, search through your queue and be like, oh, I totally forgot I put that in there.
You could totally do Truby's mittens for that because you totally forgot to make them for him last year.
No, I did. Like, I've made them for him every single year. Like, he always wants the same thing.
Oh. That's kind of sweet, though. Like, my kids don't care about knitted stuff.
Truby's pretty good about it.
Or they want, like, a sweater, and I don't knit that fast. Andy wants a sweater, and I said, no, I'm not knitting for you anymore because I knit him a sweater and he doesn't wear it because he says it was too form-fitting. Which means tight. So, whatever, because I made it to how he wanted it instead of making how I knew it should have been made. That'll just show you. But I spent a lot of time on that sweater, and he doesn't wear it.
That's a bummer.
It is. So what? I told him he's not getting it.
Trubin's funny. He asked me for him one night, and then, like, the next morning, he's like, well, where are they? And I was like, I didn't make them, kid. Like, it takes a while. He's like, well, start them now. I was like, no, I have to. I think I was making Rolex. I'm like, I have to do this. He's like, no, just make them. I'm like, oy. But yeah. So yeah. Or maybe I'll find some fiber that I've forgotten about and spin. I haven't spun since Spinzilla.
Every time I go into my fiber stash, I find something. So
yeah,
that would be a good thing if you're like me.
Yeah, me too. It's not hard to do.
Okay, so next up is Defense Against the Dark Arts. For homework this month, in order to honor her, and they talked about a witch, and they named her, but I didn't copy it, I'm sorry, and her name slipped my mind. Sorry. So to honor her and inventors of other spells, we'd like you to be inventive too, or honor someone else who is. You commit something crafted of your own design, published or not, or designed from one or of our current House Cup students.
That's cool.
So this one was talking about this witch who basically invented disarming charms, like it's Expelliarmus, who they give credit.
That's totally awesome.
Don't ask me what her name is, but I forget. So, but there's a lot of House Cuppers who have designs.
Yeah, lots.
Jessica has a bunch. I have some, but mine are more like weird. Jessica's are more like everyday use.
I don't have that many. I only have a couple.
Well, you have a cowl, or that hat.
Yeah.
And you have
a baby hat and a bag or two.
Yeah. So
I have a knot. Yeah, no, but there's a ton of people that have patterns in the House Cup. So that's cool. Coolio. Next up. So I was gonna move on. Do you have anything that you want to make for Defense Against the Dark Arts, or can I move on?
I don't know, but I just saw in the Diagon Alley, RC Marks is offering her patterns for free.
Oh, nice.
So I might snoop around, because really on the 15th is when I have this sewing thing, so there is something I could make for it. So
yeah.
Oh, actually, the square that I started, I could totally put in there, because
yeah, that's
Neo designed it. So boom,
done. So
yes, that's what I do.
Coolio. All right, herbology. Students, we are asking for you to look inside your heart and create something that you can give to a person that you are thankful for having in your life. We are open to having non-Ravelry based projects this month, as we do not want to stifle your creativity and thankful spirits. Non-Ravelry crafts based projects do need to be approved. So requests need to reach our desk by midnight on Friday, November 21st. So cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty wide open.
Yeah. So that's like really cool. You can put pretty much anything in there, I think.
Yeah, totally. You're all frozen
and
up.
like I said, I'm kind of pissy right now, so I'm not really thankful for anything. So, yeah.
You can be.
I have no ideas.
Be thankful that you. I don't know. I don't know.
Not working. Sorry.
No.
Excuse my quirkiness. So, model studies, and there are talking about the subway. So, craft a tube or a crane, or represent the blur motion of one speeding past. And I saw in there you can get extra credit if you might get extra credit points if you pictures crafting on the subway.
That's cool. I wish I had a subway.
I know, right? I wonder if it would count for like Subway, the diner, also known as the sub shop.
Oh, that's funny. I'm sure you could try and make it work.
Yeah. So I don't really have anything for that. But you could make a sock, because that's a tube.
Or a cowl, right?
Yeah.
Because that's a tube.
Or you could make something and then swirl it around your head and have someone take a picture of the swirling and then turn it in for motion.
That is true. I wonder if you could do that for spinning, and because like it's a blurry motion of spinning the whole time when you're making yarn.
Yeah. And I bet if you use like grays or like reds, I don't know what color are subways.
I don't know.
They're like metal, right? Grayish.
I guess I haven't really been on a subway ever.
In the movies, they have red on them. Sometimes blue. In Germany, they had blue and red. Some were orange.
Okay.
So you could like do that.
Yeah.
That would be a good. I don't have anything for that.
Excuse me. Okay. Moving on to potions. This month, we would like for you to be inspired by Dr. Weasley's oblivious unctions by crafting something that will bring comfort. This could be done by making something for charity or perhaps a gift for a friend or a loved one. Whatever you think will bring joy to another soul, comforting them in some fashion.
Comfort.
So that's good. Hey, you should take your video on and off because you're frozen. See if that'll work.
Sometimes I really hate Skype.
There we go. It's working now.
I don't think it's our internet connection.
I think it's Skype. But that's what we got to work with, so whatever.
It's our love-hate relationship with this platform.
Totally.
I put on there I might sew bags for that because my bags bring joy.
They totally do because they're fun and they're useful.
Right. And I just cut some really fun ones with hedgehogs and Loraxes. Not on the same fabric, but hedgehogs, Loraxes, meat factories actually. It's not really Loraxes. And chickens.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm doing yellow right now. That's the color.
Oh, you're froze again.
Oh, heat.
I'm sorry.
Heat. It's okay. Okay. Can you still hear me though?
Yeah, I can totally hear you.
Okay, so I'm just gonna talk.
Well, now you're unfrozen.
Okay.
You're
So
good.
next up, do you have anything for comfort?
No. Well, like I said.
Mittens would bring comfort.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I should put that in there. I can't though because I have it on my tablet.
Yeah.
And I don't
If
have
you
the
don't
editing.
have that extra document thing, you can't edit.
Yeah, and I don't feel like downloading something else for it. But whatever. So yeah, no,
Exactly.
that's a good
Same here.
idea. I will do that for that.
Okay. Next up is transfiguration. For your homework this month, we would like you to conjure multiples of the same type of item. Items that normally come in pairs, like or made for two or the same type, such as two pets or two toys, two shawls, two hexapuffs. Spinners and dyers will need to produce two or more finished skeins. Weavers will need to produce two or more of the same type of item. It does not need to be the same color, size, or from the same pattern or the same fiber, but they need to be two of the same type. Please don't mix matching item types. Non-ravelry crafts are permitted that fit this prompt. I put sewing in that as well.
You can make 2 bags.
Because I made a bag. So I figure I can turn a bunch in all places.
Totally. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
how about you? Anything you want to make?
no.
Okay.
We'll see
So,
if I have more time on my hands after my newt is done, then maybe. But Sherman's mitts are all I'm focusing on right now.
Okay.
So
that's the class. On to our regularly scheduled podcast. We start with Mojo, which is our finished objects, knit or crochet finished objects. Jessica, do you have any?
I do. me set this down. I
I
finished.
can go if you're still knitting.
Oh, no, I set it down. I finished my my order mission.
Oh wow, it looks great.
It's still a little damp.
I love it.
I think I like it's supposed to be a little longer, and I barely ran out of yarn. I had to for about this far apart, I had to take yarn from like the cast on edge and use it to bind off. But it should have been a few more rounds before I bound off, but I made it, and just had like a tiny bit of yarn left over. Or not left over, but like cutting off the ends.
I can believe how.
Huh?
I can believe how awesome it looks, but I can't believe like you had just enough yarn, like just enough.
And this is 1.5 pounds of fiber turned into yarn.
What weight? Oh.
I don't know.
I mean,
an Aran weight. It's thick.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like it. I still need to get pictures in it and stuff, and it needs to dry complete. It's been like not muggy here. I don't know. It's just been cold and kind of rainy out and stuff. It hasn't been drying lately. But yeah, so that's done. Just need to turn it in.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And that's all I have for Mojo. Do you have any?
Yes.
You need to unfreeze yourself if you want to show anything.
Okay, quick question.
Answer.
Totally off the subject. That shirt you're wearing, did it come with those flowers or did you put them on?
Yeah, no, it came like this.
Oh. I was going to give you like mad props.
Oh, no, I'm not that talented.
Okay.
It came from Target like years ago.
It looks really cute.
Thanks.
Anyways, I do have a finished object. Can you see me?
Yes, I can see you.
Okay, I finished a square.
Yay!
Wow. I turned it in last month because I finished it for last month.
Okay.
But I'm gonna have to. I finished it, but I had to fish out the tail because look, it's the 8 round square, and it was the other fabric, the other yarn that I used.
Oh. So you're gonna have to take some out.
I fished out the tail. I gotta pull it back and do like half double crochets or something because it's just slightly too big.
Yeah.
So them all to be size, I'm gonna have to, fix it, which kind of is annoying. Like I didn't know because I took my crocheting upstairs for when we are upstairs watching The Walking Dead, so I can crochet. I do that.
Yeah.
And so I fished it up there, blah blah blah. Then I brought it down here to my stack of squares, and then put it on there, and I was like, oh crap.
That stinks.
So, fish out the ends, and I figure I'll undo it and then turn that pension because that sucks.
Cool.
So, oh yeah, but that's all I have for now.
All right. Works in progress. I can go. I am making a pair of socks. I am just doing the heels, or just past the heels, rather.
Are those the ones for Dad?
Yeah, I didn't finish them last month, obviously. So they'll just be detention. But yeah, I'm on the home stretch now, so.
They look great.
Yep. That's it. That's all I'm working on.
I too have a pair of socks that I'm kind of working on. I started them on the plain, and I actually am increasing for the heel. Okay. So I'm about halfway.
Cool.
About 45%. I'm also working on another granny square, obviously. I think I'm far behind on that project. I suck.
Bummer.
But I also am working on my order mission, and it's coming along swimmingly. I can't hold it out because I'm in the middle of a row. We were at Bennett's appointment today. Am I frozen again?
You're all pixely. You might want to try turning it off and on again if you want.
We were at
The dentist?
appointment today, so this is my Take Everywhere project, but it's turning out pretty nice.
Cool.
Can you see that? Is it pixely still?
It is still pixely.
Oh, well, it's cool. I'm like trying to figure out when to do the edging. I have a little bit more. I think I'm on like 4 or 5 repeats, and everyone who did the pattern did like 6 or 7, and it goes pretty quickly.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's fun because like I like knitting from a chart because you get to see what happens.
Yeah, I like
so
charts.
For me, it was fun. So it's going. I'm hoping I will finish it in time to turn it in.
Cool.
So yeah.
Like another week or so, 10 days.
Yeah, and it's like I said, it's my Take Everywhere knitting, so yeah.
Cool.
But that is all for works in progress. You spin me right round.
No, you spin me right round.
Right.
Sorry. I don't have any spinning. I've been making Rolags. I got my newt to 75%. And handed that in. And I'm still making more Rolags.
Awesome. I like your Rolags.
They're fun.
This yarn that I'm knitting my order mission out of is out of your Rolags that I spun. And it's super luscious.
Very fun.
I am also spinning. I have an almost full bobbin on that I'm spinning right now. I finished one. Is it still pixelated?
No, it's really clear right now, actually.
Okay. So I finished this one. This is the match part. And I had already shown you this, the common denominator. These ones go together.
Okay.
And I'm working on a common denominator now. And then I have a bunch. So I'm about halfway with my newt. So that's why I'm like, I'm not sure I'm going to finish.
Yeah.
But it has been like, sometimes I just am really tired and I know I can't like sew for this show when I'm tired because that's when I make the most mistakes.
Yeah.
So I've been coming in and spinning. So I've been getting a lot done.
That's good.
It's just, it's 54 wraps per inch. That is freaking thin.
It's really thin.
Like, thin. Like, you can't even see that.
Yeah, that's thin.
And it might be even thinner than 54 wraps per inch. Can you see that? Kind of? So, that is why it's taking me so long. And I always, like, over propose newts and such. I'm, like, surprised I even finished my new last term. What was my new last term?
The epic fleece washings.
Oh, yeah. Wow. I am surprised to finish that. That one was, and that was like 7 fleeces. Like, are you kidding me? Over propose much? Yeah, I'm crazy. So I really shouldn't feel bad about not finishing this, but yeah.
No.
I am actually kind of worried though that I'm not going to get enough
Yardage?
Yeah. I don't know. I hope this fiber that I have, like, for this.
What pattern are you doing again?
It's a Hannah Fettig one. The calligraphy cardigan.
Oh, yeah. I like that one.
So, I guess I could always, like, spin up a solid for the cuffs and stuff.
Yeah. You'll be able to figure something out.
But I'm really hoping I get enough yardage. I should, because I did all the math, but sometimes my math skills are just not copacetic.
Well, sometimes it just doesn't work out. I don't know, like the density of the fiber and stuff. Like I said, that sweater that I just did, I spun up 1.5 pounds. Like, that's a lot for a sweater. And it's not, like, huge.
No, but it's a garter stitch. That eats
Only, like, the yoke.
Yeah, but short rows?
Yeah, that too. At first I was mad at the short rows. I was like, really? Why with the short rows? But then I put it on and before I blocked it, and like it makes it so it, you know, it comes down lower in the front and like sits up higher. I'm like, oh, that's why. It's nice.
On pictures, I can't wait.
I'll have to have Joe do it tomorrow.
Okay.
It's I think it's pretty dry. It's almost there.
Oh.
So.
Well, is your heat on? Can you put it like by a heat source?
Well, I couldn't at the time, like when it was sopping wet, because it would have like stretched it out, you know, because I just laid it on my couch actually, like on the back of like the couches. Really technical blocking. But yeah.
Okay. Any weaving?
No. Nope.
Okay. How about sewing?
Well, I fixed Truman's costume for Halloween.
Aww.
He was the Hulk, the Incredible Hulk, and like he had that costume from last year, but like where the pants and the body met was like almost completely ripped apart, so I just like sewed around it. It was like really easy, but I did sew.
That's the only thing that pisses me off. Those costumes are so expensive, and they rip within the first like hour.
Yeah, it's lame.
Like, I hate it. I have a lot of sewing, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I've been sewing like a crazy person.
It's good.
Only when I'm not tired, though.
That's good, too.
And during the daylight, because...
And that's good, too.
I'm usually tired all the time, but, you know, at night is when it really hits you. So...
Right.
I have cut up a bunch of fabric. I sewed a bunch of gnomes stuff, like I did blue and green, and now I'm doing yellow, and then I have like pink and red. So I should get done. Like the show is on the 15th, and it snuck up on me, to tell you the truth. Like I thought I had more time, and then I got home from college and I was like, holy cow, that's insane. And then like November happened. Seriously? November happened. So,
yeah.
But it's going well. I figure next week, whatever I don't have sewn, I'm going to do all my, like, because I make an inventory spreadsheet, and so I know what I take with me to places, and it just helps for everything. So I'm going to do that. But this is kind of related. So I was on Etsy, and they came out with an Etsy reader.
Yeah, I saw that.
I just requested it, and they just shipped it today. I'm excited to get it because then instead of using like Square or PayPal and like creating something, I can sell straight from Etsy. So my listings, I don't have to take them down. I can leave them up, sell straight from there, and then you can just add another one, and you don't have to pay listing fees for them if you sell them through the reader. You just pay the traditional 2 point whatever percent, like what you pay on everything anyways. So
that's cool.
I'm like hoping that it works.
Yeah.
I have to read up more on it, but I requested it. Like I saw it and I was like, that would make my life so much easier because then I can just make the listings, leave them up, and then whatever is new, I can just copy a listing. You know, I don't even have to take pictures, and then it'll have it already in there, what it is, and price and everything. So I'm super excited for that. So yeah, that's what I'm like in festival prep right now.
Do you think you'll get enough stuff done for it?
I do, because I actually was sweating it at the beginning of this week.
Right, yeah.
But I have finished a bunch, and I have a bunch that I'm working on currently, and once I get those done, I think I'll be pretty good.
Cool.
So, you know, like I'm hoping to do well enough at the Indie Knit and Spin. It's in Pittsburgh, if you guys live around here. It's at the Wilkins Center on November 15th, like 10 to 4 or 5. Don't quote me. There's a link there'll be a link in the show notes. I don't know. I'm not good with numbers or times or dates or anything, but I know it's on Saturday. So yeah.
Cool.
But where was I going with that?
I think I asked if you had enough stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think we do. Because I'm only taking it one at a time. Because then I have in March, which is still a couple of months away, I'll have to start getting ready for the Pittsburgh Knit Crochet Show.
Oh, okay. That's cool though.
Yeah. No, I think it'll be good. And then I'm hoping like it's a good show so that we can have like Madison and Bella want a sewing machine for Christmas. So and they already told us other stuff that they wanted that we were going to get them. Mm-hmm. You know, we set like a price limit. So we were thinking like maybe the sewing machine could come from like Santa as like a joint gift.
Yeah.
And we would just get them like a cheap one, like from Walmart for like $80 or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that the show goes well so we can like do the extra stuff for Christmas. So okay. So next up, that was totally random. So Jim.
I've been bad.
Okay. Me too. I've just been kind of like apathetic about everything. And it's not just gym, it's everything.
Yep.
Like, I mean everything. Like, I have to make myself do stuff. And it's just been like crappy week.
Yep.
So that's totally randomness. We might as well just jump right in.
Totally. I have like nothing written.
I have a ton.
Let me go first then.
Okay.
I watched the Gilmore Girls.
Oh my gosh. All of it?
Yes.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, I am like on season 1 still. Like, but I have so much other stuff that I'm watching right now too. Which you should watch if you don't already.
What?
Okay, so I started watching The 100.
Okay.
That's on Netflix now. Did you see that?
No, I'll have to go.
You'll like it.
I started recording it on our DVR, but we were like how many episodes behind, so I never watched it because we didn't have like the first like 4 or 5 episodes of it. And...
It's on Netflix. So that one's really good. Like I didn't know if I would like it, but I did. So then they got the original, so I've been watching that. And I like that because even though Rebecca gets kind of annoying, I really like Klaus, even though he's like horrible and evil and everything. I love it. But yes. I actually don't like what's her name that's pregnant.
The werewolf girl? Yeah.
Yeah. Claire? No. Rebecca? No, that's his sister. I forget what her name is.
I haven't watched it in a
while. That's how much I don't like her. I don't even know her name. So,
I forget.
Oh, and then I started watching The Blacklist.
Not seen that.
Super good. Like, if you like Alias and that type of stuff, you'll like this show. Super good. I was putting it off because it was recommending it to me, and you know me, like, I don't like to do what people tell me to, so I really don't. So, everyone was saying, oh, you have to watch it, blah, blah, blah. So one night I was like, I guess I'll just see if I like it. And I did, so I liked it. So, if you like that stuff, you can watch it. But that's all.
Oh, okay.
That I'm watching, like, currently.
Alright.
Well, I'm also, like, working through the last season of Supernatural. Like, I finished the last season of,
I never got into that, Supernatural. I started watching it, and, like, some of the episodes were a little, like, crazy... scary, and I was like, I don't know if I can watch this before bedtime. Like,
yeah,
I felt like a loser, but I'm like,
No, they are scary. Like, they are super scary. Sometimes. But sometimes they're super funny, too. Like, okay. The other day I was watching one and I, like, laughed so hard. I forget what it was. But it was, like, really funny.
Cool.
But it's, like, a dark humor. But I watched the last season of the Vampire Diaries in like 2 days. Like, they updated it. I was like, oh my gosh. And actually, I'm caught up. Actually, I need to go watch. I've been, like, watching on the WB or the CW, whatever it is now.
CW.
Okay. I've been watching on their website the episodes because they release them, you know? So I'm actually caught. I missed this past week's.
I have like 4 or 5 to watch. Whatever the new season is, I have it on the DVR. I just haven't watched it.
Yeah, the last week I didn't watch, and then this week it'll be tonight. But, oh my goodness. Can I just say, you haven't watched it?
Not the new season.
Okay. But can I just say, Stefan is really annoying me. He annoys me.
He's always annoying.
Like, he annoys me so much. Like, him, and like watching the Supernatural, Dean, and Sam. Like, at first you don't like Dean because he's this, like, chauvinistic type of guy. But then you really do like him. It's Sam who annoys the crap out of me. He's just like Stefan, all emo and everything. It just bugs the crap out of me. So, yeah. Okay, but not talking about TV shows now. I have been, when I sew, I put an audiobook in because then I can sew better. Because I'm like listening and thinking of a story and sewing and anyways.
Yes.
So I finished, a while ago, I started reading Daughter of Smoke and Bone. Really good series. You should read it. And then I just finished the second book. Holy cow. Craziness. And I'm like putting off listening to the third one because I hate when series ends.
Yeah.
But this one I like. So, and I just have to finish it. But while I was putting off, I re-picked up Game of Thrones, which I'm about a fourth of the way through, maybe. Okay.
That reminds me, I just picked up, like, 5 months ago, more than that, I requested the third, which is A Storm of Swords.
Yes.
From the library. Well, the stupid thing online didn't tell me that it was 2, like, parts. Like, and they're like, you know, the big CD cases that are that thick. 2 of them. Well, I got the second one 5 months ago and didn't realize it. So, like, I requested it, and I just got it. I just picked it up from the library yesterday.
Wow.
The first part of Star. So now I can, like, start listening to the third book.
Cool.
Anyways, that's why I was excited.
No, so I restarted listening to it, and I do like it.
Yeah.
I am at the part where the king and the queen come to ask that guy to be his like best man guy. Not best man, but you know what
his
I mean.
best man. His hand.
But you know what I mean,
his
right?
right-hand man.
Yeah, right hand. The hand of the king or whatever they called it.
Yeah.
And the bastard son left. I forget what his name is. And he's talking to the midget guy.
It's been a while since I listened to them.
Yeah, that's
like
where I am.
6 months ago.
Oh, and he's been training his wolf ghost. That's where I am.
Very cool.
So yeah.
Jon Snow.
Oh, there we go.
Sorry.
I knew his name was
It
something.
like came into my head.
So I voted on Tuesday, and I was excited because Madison's taking a U.S. government class.
Okay.
So she had a well checkup, you know, not for babies, but you know, basically the same thing for kids. You know, like well baby checkup.
A well visit, yes.
But they even printed out that stupid stuff that they print out for you when you take your babies in, you know, like the graph.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and she gave it to me.
Well, that's for, like, kids. I guess she's not that little of a kid. Like, they still do it for, like...
15.
Yeah, that's weird. So how is she?
She's average.
Okay.
She's, like, totally fine. So, like, she handed it to me, and I was like, really? Like, I care. And so I, like, okay, so I brought it home and threw it away. Because Madison was like, oh. I was like, I'm like you care if your kid is in the 75th percentile of growth. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
She's 15. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't, you know?
Yeah.
Anyways, whatever. So I took her with me when we went to vote because she's in a U.S. government class and she like wanted to see that stuff.
Yeah, that's cool.
So then I asked if they had stickers. They didn't. I was mad. I know.
They have to. That's like a rule.
No, they didn't. And then I come to find out, like, I asked everyone who voted, like, seriously, at, like, Bible study and stuff. I'm like, did you get a sticker? And out of, like, the 12 people in my Bible study, 1 got a sticker.
That's lame. We always have stickers.
That's what I said. It is lame. I'm like, how do I get to have proof that I voted?
You can make yourself a sticker next time.
I took a picture and Instagrammed it. But I'm mad because now I couldn't go to any of the places that were giving away free coffee and get free coffee for voting. I was annoyed.
You should have, like, selfied yourself, like, putting the ballot in.
I did. Actually, I found this thing because I was like, I don't really know how to vote. Like, I don't really know, not how to vote, but, like, I'm not really political.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So a friend of mine shared this website where you go in and you answer all these questions. It took me like an hour.
Wow.
But I did it twice. But, because I, like, I clicked on something and it, like, took me away from the website, so I had to do it again. But, you go through all these issues and then it tells you what percentage the candidate voted the same as your answers, basically.
That's cool.
And it doesn't say, like, you should vote for this person. It just says, this is where they voted on this same issue type of thing. It's called Who I Side With, I think. Okay. And so I took the thing and I, like, looked over. And then you just, like, decide what issues are most important to you. Yeah. And then you vote for whoever voted the same way.
Makes sense.
It helps me out tremendously because then I don't have to know all the issues because I really don't, you know. And you know, like those flyers that they give you in the thing, they don't ever really tell you anything about anything.
No.
So, yeah. And I wasn't really sure where to go to check out information, but actually that website, like, all the issues, they had, like, this is why I had to do it twice. They had, like, find out more.
Okay.
And you would click on it and learn more. Like, so I, like, learned so much.
That's cool.
In that thing. So, yeah. That is you know, because I was like, I want to vote, but I don't want to, like, just vote for a party. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to make an informed decision, so I did that, and I...
Right. Yeah. No, that's cool.
So... Anyways, yeah. But I'm still mad that I didn't get a sticker.
Yeah, I would be too.
Oh, I have a great thing to talk about. Am I still visible? Like, good visible?
You are.
Okay, I got my Fat Fiber contributor box. The Ancient Egypt one.
That sounds
fun. So that is, like, what you can enter to win right now if you buy fat. And I'll have a link to that thing. So... I contributed, and I couldn't really find anything ancient Egypt-y. I just found, like, a peacock, a gold and blue, like, peacock feather fabric, and I made key fobs out of it. And I thought it looked pretty Egyptian-like, you know, the colors.
Yeah.
So, but I got all this stuff. So, like, Gloria Patrick sent these buttons.
Very cool.
I love the little stuff. And then Winemaker's sister sent this awesome, like, scarab beetle stitch marker. Isn't that cool?
Mm-hmm.
And then South Pass Beads sent it an Isis. An Isis stitch marker. I love stitch markers. So those were cool. But then we got some, like, awesome fibers. Like, this one's scarab. And it, like, is shiny and black and blue.
Mm-hmm.
Totally scarab-like. And then this one's, like, Fierce Pharaoh, and it's, like, blue. with a little bit of yellow, kind of like some of the paintings you would see. And then like here's some more fiber, and some and then there's all the yarns. Look at this one's lapis lazuli, which reminds me of Vampire Diaries, because that's supposedly what their rings are.
Oh, okay.
In the book, their rings are out of this jewel, this blue jewel, and that's why they can walk in the daylight, not because of witch. But anyways, so there's some great stuff. This one is really pretty. This one is Pendant of the Rising Sun, from the tomb of King Tut. So she has that picture, and then it looks like it.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then some pretty sock yarn, more yarn. This one's really pretty. It's just called Jewelry.
It's pretty.
Yeah, and then more. I love it. I just love it. And then there's this one is some brown natural different breed. This person just does natural fibers, and it's just a brown natural fiber, a different breed. I'm not sure what breed it is. I must have put the little card somewhere. And then Wonderland Fiber sent in is it Firestar or Angelina? I don't know. But it's shiny purpley.
Very cool.
And then I also got 2 patterns. The sock pattern, and then this really pretty cowl pattern.
Well,
so I like when I get the patterns too. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so I was really excited, and you can win if you buy Fat Fiber. You're entered to win the super box, which is everything she shows in the video, and some of the contributors send full-size stuff for the super box, so you wouldn't get just samples, you would get
full-size. That's cool.
Full-size thing. So yeah, but I was just excited. So Fat Fiber is awesome, and if you are a dyer or a fiber person, or a sewer, or a stitch marker person. I think that they have enough people who do stitch markers, but buttons or dizzes or anything like that, and you want to join the Fat Fiber, they just started a Facebook group, because we found that a lot of people are already on Facebook, and it's just easier for the contributors to talk on there. So send me a message, and I can hook you up if you want to get in on the Fat Fiber box, because they're looking for more contributors. And it's really a great way to get your shop name out there if you have your own home business. Just wanted to tell you that. And I have one more thing to talk about, and then I'll stop talking.
Okay.
So Bella, on Saturday, Madison is going to a youth retreat, and Bella is sleeping over at a friend's house.
Fun.
Yes. So, it's her friend's birthday, and her friend likes Frozen. So we went to the store to find Frozen stuff, and there was nothing there.
Really?
Yeah. It was Walmart. I didn't feel like going to Toys R Us, which had a ton. But we did find this journal thing, so we got her that. But then our Walmart used to have fabric, and then they got rid of it. And now they got it back.
That's what ours did.
Anyways, so they had this fabric. So Bella decided to sew her friend a pillow.
Aww. Pillow. That's cute.
And then she put, she was like, we didn't have enough wrapping paper, so I said just put a bow on it.
That's cute.
Isn't that cool? And it's Anna and Elsa, and she sewed it.
Very cool.
Yeah, I let her use my sewing machine with the pedal that's not battery operated, because that was her like requirement, because we were looking at the sewing machines when we were at the store.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, do they have pedals? I don't care what they look like as long as they have pedals. And I was like, yeah. And she's like, yeah, because pushing just a button isn't going to work for me. And I was like, okay. And then when I was going to let her use my sewing machine, she was like, does it use batteries or does it plug in? I'm like, it uses a plug. She's like, okay. So, because we got her this little one.
Yeah.
We also got one for Madison. Like, Madison's is a white. Like, Bella's we got it like Goodwill for like $5. But Madison's is we got it at Joann's. It was like $25 or whatever. It was like a sewing, it's like a mini sewer supposedly. And we got it from Madison. And it's like, doesn't even work. I'm annoyed. Very annoyed. So that's why they want like a real sewing machine to sew stuff.
No, that's cool.
So yeah. But that's all I have to talk about.
Cool. Then we should say goodbye.
Okay.
I'm totally like, I've done nothing
Well,
talk worthy.
that's fine. You finished your order mission.
Yeah, well, I showed that.
But I mean, like, that's like way better. That's way better than like all my
Yeah, I guess so.
health cup stuff.
Yeah. But, alright. We will see you all next week.
Yes.
Happy crafting.
Yes. Have a good time. Bye.
Bye.